If you're looking for smart glasses that let you watch your favorite movies and TV shows as if you had your own private movie theater, you've come to the right video, because today we're checking out the 5 best XR smart glasses for watching Netflix, HBO, Prime Video, or even YouTube on a giant virtual screen. We'll go from more affordable options all the way up to genuine multimedia powerhouses with advanced chips, adjustable displays, and premium audio from brands like Bose and Harman. I've ranked them from the lowest to the highest price, so stick around until the end to find out which smart glasses are right for you, and finally forget about your TV. Before we get into the ranking, there's something extremely important you need to know, because if you're not aware of it, you could end up wasting a lot of money. None of these smart glasses have their own battery. In other words, they connect by cable to your phone, PC, or gaming console, and that device provides the power to the glasses, not the other way around. So, if you're going to use the glasses to watch content that's playing on a device connected to power, like a PC, laptop, or gaming console, you don't need to worry about it. But if you're planning to buy these glasses to watch movies, TV shows, or videos from your phone, you need to keep the battery situation in mind. For a movie of average length, a few episodes of a TV show, or some videos, your phone's battery should be more than enough. But if you're watching a James Cameron-style movie, you're definitely going to need the official dock from each brand. And you're probably wondering, what the heck is a dock? Well, basically, it's a device that lets you charge your phone, or even replace your phone entirely, while you watch your favorite movie or TV show. And this is the key point. Each brand has its own dock for powering your phone or replacing it, with its own advantages and limitations. But don't worry, as we go through each pair of glasses, I'll tell you which dock goes with them, and I'll leave a link to every dock in the description in case you decide to pick one up. Now, let's get to the glasses. Kicking off the ranking at number 5, we have the RayNeo Air 4 Pro, an ideal option for anyone who wants to spend as little as possible while still getting a quality pair of XR glasses and who doesn't want to deal with complicated setups, because all you have to do is plug them in and start watching your favorite movie with no complicated configurations or menus. Inside, they use a dual tandem micro LED panel, meaning they have 2 layers of the same technology used in some of the best TVs and phones, helping produce more brightness while allowing the display to last longer without degrading. All of that comes with full HD resolution and a 120Hz refresh rate, creating a virtual screen equivalent to 103 inches. You get 1,200 nits of brightness, the highest in this entire ranking, so you can use them perfectly well, even in very bright environments. There's also a 200,000:1 contrast ratio, which lets you see all the details in darker scenes, along with HDR support, a technology used by most movies and TV shows on Netflix or Prime Video, so you can get the most out of content from those streaming platforms. These glasses have a 47-degree field of view, the lowest in the entire ranking, but still enough to comfortably watch movies and TV shows or even play video games. And you can quickly adapt to whatever content you're watching without touching any settings, because they come with 6 different video modes. When it comes to audio, Bang & Olufsen has contributed 4 speakers to deliver high-quality sound with 2 different modes. On one hand, there's Whisper, which reduces the amount of sound that leaks outward so you don't bother the person sitting next to you. And on the other, there's Surround mode, which improves the feeling of surround sound. And the best part, as I mentioned at the beginning, is that they're plug and play. You connect them, and you're ready to watch your favorite movie with no complications. That said, it wasn't going to be perfect, because some users mentioned that the sound, despite carrying the Bang & Olufsen name, ends up sounding pretty flat in practice. The 3D mode can occasionally fail, and most importantly, they don't include 3DOF or web anchoring, meaning the function that lets you keep the virtual screen locked to a fixed point in space, like a TV mounted on the wall. So when you turn your head, the screen turns with you. This isn't necessarily a bad thing, because it can work well for watching content or playing games, but it can become annoying if you use the glasses for many hours of work. If you want to use these glasses with your phone to watch longer movies, you should know that their official dock is the Pocket TV, a device with its own battery and Google TV built in, so if you decide to buy it, you can play your content through this device instead of using your phone. However, there's one potential downside you need to know about. It works perfectly for watching YouTube, Disney+, or Amazon Prime, but it isn't compatible with Netflix because of licensing restrictions. At number 4, we have the Rokid Max 2, smart glasses that are ideal for anyone who still wants to keep the price down and also happens to be nearsighted because they have a prescription dial built directly into the frame. Just like the RayNeo glasses, they use a micro LED panel and a 120Hz refresh rate, but unlike those, they deliver a larger virtual screen of 110 inches, a wider field of view of up to 50 degrees, and a resolution higher than full HD, reaching 1920 by 1200 pixels. You have to activate that manually though, because they come set to 1080p from the factory. The trade-off is that they only reach 600 nits of brightness, half as much as the previous pair, but these glasses incorporate a technology known as blackout, basically a dark layer that creates that dim theater-like feeling even in very bright places, which helps compensate for the lower brightness. As I mentioned at the beginning, their biggest differentiator is the integrated nearsightedness dial, which corrects up to 6 diopters without requiring you to buy separate prescription inserts. However, keep in mind that it only corrects nearsightedness, so if you have farsightedness, you'll still need to use contact lenses or buy separate prescription inserts. Another important thing to know is that these Rokid Max 2 glasses also don't include 3DOF anchoring, but in this case, you have the option to get it by purchasing the official dock, the Rokid Station 2, which, in addition to giving us this tracking technology, lets you adjust the interpupillary distance to improve image sharpness. It has its own 5000 mAh battery and comes Google certified. I have to mention that audio is the weakest part of these glasses. It's good enough, but it's not spectacular, and some buyers have reported that the prescription dial doesn't always produce a completely sharp image, probably because many of them have another vision issue in addition to nearsightedness and didn't take that into account before buying them. So, if you're buying these specifically because of the nearsightedness dial, make absolutely sure that you only have nearsightedness and no other additional vision issue, and of course, that your nearsightedness is less than 6 diopters. Now we're getting onto the podium, with third place going to the Viture Luma Pro, an ideal option for anyone who's willing to spend a little more in exchange for a very well-balanced pair of XR glasses, with excellent image quality and performance in bright environments, built-in nearsightedness correction, and especially for anyone who wants to use them with a partner or a friend because they let you share the screen with 2 pairs of glasses at the same time, something no other glasses in this ranking offer. They use Sony micro LED panels that create a 115-inch virtual screen with a resolution higher than full HD, specifically 1920 by 1200 pixels, which means 11% more pixels than the rest of the glasses, tying them with the second-place model in this ranking. Like all the others, they feature a 120Hz refresh rate, but unlike the rest, they deliver 1000 nits of brightness and a 52-degree field of view, making them the second highest in these specifications across the entire ranking. But when it comes to brightness and contrast, these Luma Pro glasses don't stop there, because they also feature an electrochromic film, meaning that with a simple touch, the lenses instantly darken to improve contrast and privacy. As we mentioned, another positive point is that they include built-in nearsightedness adjustment directly in the frame, although unlike the previous Rokid glasses, these let you correct up to 4 diopters. That said, these Viture glasses are available in 2 different sizes, so you can choose the one that best matches your interpupillary distance. When it comes to sound, they're also one of the best options, because their speakers carry the prestigious Harman name, giving them sound quality that's difficult to match. Another positive point is that in most cases, we can turn 3DOF or web anchoring on and off whenever we want through their free app known as Spacewalker. However, there is one exception: iPhones. If you have an iPhone and want the screen to stay fixed even when you turn your head, you'll need an extra accessory, specifically the Viture USB-C XR Charging Adapter Pro, which I'll also link in the description in case you need it. As for the dock you need to watch content for many hours from your phone, you should know that Viture has 2 different accessories. On one hand, there's the cheaper and simpler option, the mobile dock, which basically provides power to the glasses and works as a power bank. And on the other, there's the more advanced option for those who want the best of the best, called the NECKBAND, a full Android computer with its own battery that you wear around your neck, and that lets you forget about using your own phone to play whatever content you want to watch. In second place, taking the silver medal, we have the Xreal One S, a model that's ideal for anyone who wants one of the best XR glasses on the market. With incredible image quality, the most advanced anchoring available right now, 6 DOF or web, extremely low latency, and without having to pay for Xreal's top-of-the-line model, inside, they use a Sony-made micro LED panel with an extremely high resolution of 1920 by 1200 pixels, a 52-degree field of view, a 115-inch virtual screen, and up to 700 nits of brightness. It's true that those 700 nits fall behind some of the more affordable options we've seen so far, but to compensate, our friends at Xreal have added 3 levels of electrochromic dimming, so with just one touch, we can instantly darken the glasses to improve image contrast. Like the rest of the models we've seen, the display refresh rate goes up to 120 Hz, but it's important to know that you only reach that number when 3 DOF or web is enabled, which comes built in without requiring any extra accessory because the refresh rate drops to 90 Hz in the other modes. One of their biggest differentiators is that these glasses are powered by Xreal's own X1 chip, with latency of just 3 milliseconds, which lets us switch between modes extremely smoothly. On top of that, the optical engine has been redesigned, improving sharpness by 9% compared with the original Xreal One, and they also include TUV Rhineland certification, which guarantees low levels of blue light and no flickering. Audio doesn't disappoint either, because in this case, the speakers carry the Bose name, another one of the most prestigious brands in the world of sound. But the most impressive thing about these glasses, by far, is that they can make 3 DOF or web anchoring look outdated if we buy the Xreal Air mini camera separately. With this accessory, we can activate the spatial anchor function, which provides a direct 6 DOF or web spatial anchoring experience, the most advanced tracking technology available for this type of glasses, obviously excluding virtual reality headsets. This means that the screen won't just stay locked to one point even when we turn our head, but we'll also be able to move freely around the room while the virtual screen stays exactly where we anchored it. And on top of that, with this mini camera, we can instantly take photos and videos using the button on the glasses. It's true that buying the glasses and then adding this mini camera, which costs around $100, can get a little expensive. But we shouldn't forget that we'll be getting the best of the best when it comes to motion technology and XR smart glasses. As for the official dock, these Xreal One S glasses are compatible with one of the best spatial computing companions for XR glasses, the Xreal Beam Pro, a dock that's basically like a smartphone. Actually, forget the like part. It is a smartphone because there's even a version that has 5G in addition to Wi-Fi, so you can use it as your main phone. It's powered by the Nebula operating system, based on Android 14, with full access to the Google Play Store. It has its own 4,300 mAh battery, which gives us around 3 hours of streaming playback, dual 50-megapixel cameras, and Bluetooth connectivity. And if we really go all out and combine this dock with the Xreal Eye camera we mentioned earlier, we can record virtual content and the real world simultaneously, allowing us to share our reactions to whatever content we're watching, and I think that's incredible. Finally, taking the #1 spot and the gold medal in this ranking, we have the bigger sister of the glasses we just looked at, the Xreal One Pro, an ideal option for anyone who doesn't mind spending more because they want the absolute best, the widest field of view on the market, and the most realistic movie theater experience available right now. They feature 0.55-inch Sony micro LED panels with the new X Prism optics, full HD resolution, surprisingly a little lower than their smaller sister, but they have the widest field of view in this entire ranking at 57 degrees. Their virtual screen reaches up to 128 inches, and thanks to the same proprietary X1 chip we saw earlier, they achieve latency of just 3 milliseconds. Just like with the Xreal One S, they only reach 700 nits of brightness, but they include 3 levels of electrochromic dimming to control how much outside light reaches your eyes. They also include dual interpupillary distance adjustment with built-in software, enough to satisfy more than 95% of users. However, unlike the Xreal One S, these glasses maintain a constant 120Hz refresh rate regardless of whether 3DOF or web anchoring is enabled or not, which also comes included without needing any other accessory. When it comes to audio, they match their smaller sister, with Bose speakers that deliver very good sound quality. As for accessories, just like their smaller sister, these Xreal One Pro glasses are compatible with both the Xreal AI mini camera, which gives us access to 6DOF or web spatial anchoring, as well as the brand's official dock, the Xreal Beam Pro. To avoid repeating myself, I won't go through all the details of these accessories again since I've already explained them with the previous glasses, but it's important to know that they are compatible. And here I have to be honest with you, personally, I'd buy the Xreal One S before these Xreal One Pro, because I don't think the few improvements they offer over their smaller sister justify the price difference at all. Plus, with the $100 or $150 you'd save, I'd buy the Xreal Air mini camera, basically to get that 6DOF or web spatial anchoring, because that's something I think is actually worth it if you want to experience XR smart glasses at their fullest. If you have any questions about these glasses, leave them down in the comments and I'll help you with whatever you need. And that's it for this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.